Welcome to your Tuesday Morning Pearl. I'm Steve Keck. Hope you all had a great 4th of July. As we step into Q3 of 2022, I want to talk with you about something that's been on my mind for the last few months, and that is, how do you bridge the gap between the trust divide that's been created over the last few years? I have seen and heard from salespeople that sales is not the same as it used to be, that there has been some real new challenges. And one of the things that we think that is happening right now is that we are in a wider trust gap than we've ever been in the previous few years. And what that means is sales cycles get longer because it takes more time for you to establish a baseline of trust. That can affect your entire year, your entire pipeline, and the success of you as a salesperson or as a team. So I wanted to share a tip with you this week on how me and a few other sales team leaders have been working through a new approach to getting through this trust gap so that we can establish a better pipeline. And it's as simple as this. Who does your buyer trust? Who isn't creating influence and a decision advice to your buyer? If it's more difficult for you to be able to establish trust, maybe it's time to focus on those who've already done it and work to help them add value to the relationships of trust they've already established. Meaning, if you can help those people that already have established trust and influence over your buyer, bringing you into the conversation is adding value for that trust relationship. If you're looking for ways to solve problems for your prospects and doing that in conversation with those that they already trust, you will short circuit the long life cycle of establishing trust by getting trust transferred to you. So what I'd like for you to focus on this week is to identify who does your prospect trust. And I'm not just talking about within the company, like going to the CEO to get to the VP of sales. What I'm talking about is those people outside who are going to support that individual's growth as a professional, as an individual, and as a leader. Some good examples would be the associations that they would be involved with to gain information about their particular industry. The venture capital or the private equity teams that get involved in helping those companies grow. Or other insightful resources such as industry-specific consultants. Trust is a hard-to-find commodity these days. So how can you leverage the trust that's already been established for your buyer? I don't want you to give up your current pipeline development process, but I do want you to spend a little bit of time figuring out how to create a referral network of trust for your buyers. If you can establish a network into that, it will slowly take a larger and larger percentage of your pipeline and turn it into closed business. If you or your team are having some difficulty with their current pipeline and it's starting to look a little concerning for the end of the year, I want you to reach out to us and let's have a conversation. We can help you design what it takes to help you and your team get to the finish line over 100% year to date. So reach out to us. Let's have a conversation. You can find us on our website or one of our social channels.